should have already known how deep it was going to get. We're in the highest spot in the neighborhood. Our house is built up on a hill, and the water had already come up to the fence.
So normally I review silly little things like smartwatches and whatnot, but today I'm going to talk about my Hyundai because we just had some massive flooding here. And it's funny because we're always like evacuating for hurricanes and stuff and nothing really happens. But this time we had a tropical storm that just kind of blew in, flooded everything badly. And my son had his first day at work. He's 15 years old. He had his first day at work. They closed down the building and I had to get to him. And this Hyundai, which I never liked before because I wanted all these fancy features,
I should have already
and my husband said,
known
hey,
how
we're on a
deep the water
budget.
was going to get.
So I was
Our
always kind
house
of
is
prejudiced
up on a
against
hill.
it. It's
We are in the
now,
highest
what, 4
spot in
years
the
old?
neighborhood, and it had already
And
come up
where
this
cars
far.
were stalling out left and right, this thing had water up to its hood, and it just kept going. And sure, the brakes started sounding wonky because they were flooded with water, but this thing just kept going, and the brakes kept on working, and nothing choked out. And then I had to bring them back again. And I said, baby, we should park at the Kroger where there's a little bit more high ground and then swim back to the house. I mean, seriously, it was crazy. But he was all, no, I really want to see what you're talking about. Now, the water had actually receded a little bit at this point. And I'm going to show you the footage. I had him take it for his sister to show her what we were going through. And it had actually receded by, I don't know, 6 inches, maybe a little bit more than that. By the time I came back with him, because we had actually waited at the Kroger for like an hour, and before I gave in to his whining. Anyway, so it had actually receded a little bit. Cars still stalled out, and it did it again. And seriously, so if you're thinking about the Hyundai and you live where you might get flooding, this is the car for you. Oh, only 2 things happened, and that was one. The front license plate kind of came pushed up from the water pressure, I think. License plate, that's the government's job, not the car. And then the back, a tiny piece of the bumper got popped out from the water pressure, and I'll show that to you. So here, let me show you. This is the next day, and it sounds amazing. You can see there's still debris stuck up in there. That's funny. So this piece right here on this side is what's missing on this side. It's just this little tiny, the light's wrong, but this tiny little protector that goes right there under the bumper. That is it. That is all. I am just, so again, if you live in flooded areas and you're looking for a car that'll get you through, there's the license plate. The water pressure just pulled that baby loose.
Of course, that's nothing compared to what the water pressure did to this sign.
All right, so I'll show you the video of us going through the floodwater now.
Hey, Nikki. We're drowning! Look at this. Look at this.
We were parking in the Kroger to wait it out because on the way here, the water was up to the engine. But Steven is antsy and he doesn't want to wait and he wants to swim it. And Daddy's worried about fire ants swimming with him. So
Fire ants aren't that bad.
I'm going to take the car in again. It made it the first time.
I want to see this. I didn't see this. This is my first time seeing this. You're seeing this along with me. Because I was at the Chick-fil-A when all this started flooding.
Oh yeah,
wow.
by the way, your brother has a job now.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said, there's high areas where you're like, oh good, we're going to make it. Perfectly good. I mean, these people are doing all right. Okay, so here's where we start getting deep. I'm going to go slow enough that I don't wear their cars. You can, I don't know.
I love you.
Okay, we're going to come out again for a moment. Okay, and here's where we have a lot of troubles.
Oh. Oh. God.
I don't know if that stop sign's going to make it. Oh, the car is so pissed off. It sounds like a motorboat, with good reason.
Because it is one at this point.
It's being a motorboat at this point. Look at this kid over here. She's watching the waves we're bringing.
The waves are almost, the waves reached her.
No point in stopping at a stop sign at this juncture.
In fact, it'd probably be
God,
worse if we did.
I can't see where the edge is, so I don't know if he's in the middle of the road.
He is. There's room. I know what the edge is.
Right.
You can see the difference right there. Okay, you're getting close to the edge. Alright, you're fine. Yeah, no, there are certain tricks you can use to... Jesus. Christ.
Okay, getting a little bit lower. Still not at the ground, but... Yeah, I know. Do you not have seriously newfound respect for this car? Okay. And... Crap. Again, no point in stopping for a stop sign.
Water was spouting out of the sewage drain like a fountain. That was honestly impressive. Okay.
But we're through the worst of it. Okay. Yay! Love this car. Brakes are gonna be for shit now. Oh, the water's already receded. Look. You can see all the litter marks. Love your car. Alright. So of course I would never have gone out in that mess if it weren't for the fact that my 15-year-old was stranded at his new job. And of course we're going to wait forever at the Kroger, you know, as long as it took, except the water had already receded quite a bit, because, you know, we are built in a way that we, you know, the water goes away quick. We have to, otherwise this town would not survive with the flooding it gets. And the water had already gone down quite a bit from when I had left to go get him, because we'd waited out a bit, and I thought it was enough. There was still a lot. There was still so much. Anyways, oh, and here I am driving around in the car the very next day. Do you hear that? The motor sounds beautiful. Okay, so I just have to share this. Oh, but